Hello and welcome everybody to Egyptian Arabic with Eslam Badawy. This is a new podcast, and I have made this podcast for you, Egyptian Arabic learners and Arabic learners in general. This podcast is made for people who are learning Arabic as a second language, who have struggled to find content to listen to improve their Arabic skill. As an Arabic teacher who have been teaching Arabic for over 10 years, both privately and in the academical sense, I have always heard from my students and other students that they are always facing a problem finding content to listen to in Arabic. And this is something that I find very valuable and very important when learning a foreign language. As someone who has learned his fair share of foreign languages myself, I have learned English, for example, as a second language. I'm currently learning German, and I have learned some Spanish and some Italian. And I always found that online listening material that are made and created especially for people who are learning the language is something really important and really valuable to help along the journey that somebody takes to learn the language. So, since I have heard this many times from several people, I have decided I want to take this step forward and create this podcast. And hopefully, this podcast will be helpful. Hopefully, it will be fun. And yeah, I hope it will further your journey because I get it. Like listening to advanced materials, like songs and watching series. This is very valuable too. But in your learning curve, you want something that matches the level you're at. So here I am creating this, hopefully to match levels from beginner, intermediate to advanced, to help you along this journey and along this curve, to have some listening practices, and hopefully you can use those listening practices to later create your own audio file or practice with friends who are from an Arabic origin or with your teacher. And hopefully this will expedite your learning and will also, will assist you and will improve your listening skills. So, who am I? Let me introduce myself officially. My name is Eslam Badawy Mostafa. I am from Egypt. I'm 33 years old. I lived in Egypt. I lived in Cairo. I lived after that in the US, where I worked and studied. I worked and studied also in Europe, where I'm currently living at the moment in Vienna, Austria. And I have worked as an Arabic teacher for several years, more than 10 years. I have been an Arabic teacher. I have taught students from all over the world with so many different backgrounds, and it was really enriching for me, and I hope it was also for my students. And I am hoping that like I can help others that I haven't got the chance to meet and teach. I have worked as a teacher, again in Egypt privately, teaching people from NGOs, from humanitarian organizations such as the UN. Also, I have taught people from second generation Arabs that are born outside of Egypt. I have taught kids, even children sometimes. And I have worked also in the US at Carleton College, where I was teaching Arabic as a teaching assistant. And so I have long experience teaching Arabic, and also I have long experience studying languages. And I think this is very important because I think enough the journey that others go through, and I try to see the situation from both the teacher perspective and also the student's perspective. And I hope this will help you, like someone who understands your struggle and tries to have empathy for your journey. So and yeah, this is going to be the podcast. This is the intro for this podcast. And during our podcast, we will have sometimes me doing the conversation time or other cultural things by myself. And sometimes I will be hosting guests that will help me creating my content. And yeah, this will give you mixed perspectives, like not only mine. And I also have to share that I have worked as an Arabic teacher, as I told you, but I also have worked as a journalist. I have worked as a content creator, and again in several cultures, not only in Egypt, the country where I come from. And this podcast again is made for people, especially who are learning Egyptian Arabic. And lastly, I would love to introduce myself again in Arabic. So I hope you can follow up with this. And I'm hoping that you can later try and practice introducing yourself with your friends who are Arabic speakers or are Arabic learners. And I hope it will help you. So here we go, me introducing myself in Arabic. أهلا وسهلا. أنا اسمي إسلام بدوي. أنا من مصر. أنا بشتغل أستاذ عربي. أنا اشتغلت صحفي واشتغلت صانع محتوى content creator. أنا عشت في مصر وعشت في الولايات المتحدة أمريكا، ودلوقتي أنا عايش في أوروبا في فيينا. أنا 33 سنة، ودلوقتي أنا قررت أعمل بودكاست لتعليم اللغة العربية ولمساعدة الناس اللي بتتعلم العربي، خصوصا العامية المصرية. وبس. Thank you for listening to my intro, and I hope to see you soon, and I hope we'll have a lot of fun together learning and studying Arabic. Yeah, thank you. Have a beautiful day. مع السلامة.